Good morning, guys. How is everybody? Just on my way to work. Figured I'd hop on here for a little bit, chit chat, and make a video. I've had a lot here in the past couple months, and past year. I've had a lot of people ask, what is my routine, and how am I so lean, shredded, and what's my routine? Well, my routine is hard work, consistency, and discipline. That's my routine. But as far as weightlifting routine, I do a lot of barbell, some dumbbell movements, but I do a lot of barbell, incline, to standing, to just barbell movements. That's what really, for me, that's the meat and potatoes. And I also use fat grips on the barbell. That's really the meat and potatoes for me building a good bicep. Some people are different. Some people like dumbbells. It's just all in what works for you. Barbell works for me. Like I said, I use some dumbbells movements, sometimes, not all the time, but I mostly use dumbbells to warm up, and also I use, I know I'm still young, but I'm getting older. I use a lot of cable movements because just easier for me. It's easier on my joints, and as you get older, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They can fucking pump your head full of bullshit if they want to. As you get older, the more heavier fucking weight that you try to pull or push around, your fucking joints are going to wear out. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And I don't care how much fucking TB or PBC or TB500 that you fucking take. I don't care what any kind of supplement that you take or peptide that you take. The more weight that you push and pull around when you get older, and I don't give a fuck if you do got good form, your joints will fucking wear out. I promise you. And for me, every now and then, I do push a lot of weight around, and I do pull a lot of weight, and I have good form. But every now and then, I step down or go down to lighter weight, but more reps. Sometimes I'll do, for instance, on a tricep day, I'll do maybe 150 to 180 rope pull downs. 180 pound rope pull down. And then, do that for a couple weeks, or a couple triceps sessions for a couple weeks, and then I'll go down to lighter weight, but more reps. I like to say, when I get older, I don't want to be fucking broke down, and I still want to look good, but I don't want to fucking be broke down. I want to save my fucking joints. I want to be able to walk when I am 60, 70 years old. I want to be able to fucking walk. I don't want to be able to roll around in a fucking wheelchair. But that's just me. I still want to look good, and keep the mass, keep shredded, and be lean when I'm 60, 65 years old, And don't tell me that you can't, 50 and 60 year old men and women, don't tell me that you can't be that fit and can't be that big and lean at 50 and 60 years old. You're full of shit. Yeah, you can. You just got to put in the work, and you got to keep working, and you got to have the discipline and the consistency to go with that work. Like I said, the older you get, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Your joints will wear out. That's, like I said, that's why I also use a lot of cable movements in my routine. And but it's not what's in the gym, it's what's out of the gym too. Your diet. If you don't have the proper nutrition down, and if you don't eat when out of the gym, and I'm not talking about eat a little bit here and eat a little bit there. You gotta fucking eat to gain. To get your gains and gain, you got to eat. And I ain't talking about 1 or 2 times a day. I'm talking about 6, 7, 8 times a day. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell the truth here, because I don't beat around the bush, and I'm honest with everything. When I get, when I'm getting ready, and spring, summer, through the summer, and early fall, I ate strict. It's either a lot of vegetables, rice, chicken, steak, and then there's sometimes in the off season, bulking season, I do hit a little bit of fast food, Subway. We got this little freezer fresh dairy stand here over in the little town here. I hit it up, hamburgers, pizza, fries. That's during bulking season. That's in late fall through the winter. But also in between that I call junk food, the burger, pizza, fries, and shit, so on and so forth. I have my chicken and rice, and my steak and rice and broccoli, and all the other vegetables. And so that's my diet routine. I'm not gonna lie to you about it. Yeah, when I'm bulking and when it's off season and I'm bulking through the late fall, early winter, like I said, I do burgers, pizza, fries, but I also have my chicken and rice and broccoli, and then steak, rice, and greens, and so on and so forth. And all right, on to peptides and steroid use. No, I'm not a promoter of it. And no, I don't see anything wrong in using gear or peptides. There's some good peptides out there, and there's some bad. There's good and bad and everything. But my opinion on it, if you're going to, stay natural for as long as you can and build a foundation first. And what I'm talking about foundation is 3 to 5 years being natural, or just see how long you can go being natural. Because let's say you are 4.5 years natural, and then you decide to hop on the gear. Well, and you're seeing results. Well, maybe you could have kept going when you're on the gear. Maybe you could have kept going and got that physique or got that look being natural. Because let me tell you something. A lot of people's hyper responders to, a lot of shit. And a lot of people can build muscle and build a good physique naturally. So, and as far as the gear, me on the gear and so on and so forth, no, I'm natural. A lot of people have asked me, what's my stack, what's my usage, what am I taking, and blah blah this and blah blah that. No, I'm natural. I'm about 3 years, going on 4 years natural, and I plan to stay that way for a long time. I want to live a long, healthy life. I really don't want my liver fucking eat up, and I really don't want to fucking be eat up with acne and other bullshit. But have I used gear before? Yes, I have. very low dosage, though. Very low dosage. And as far as a stack, no, I never did stack nothing. I was just taking one anabolic steroid by itself, nothing else with it. And I put on a little bit of size. Mostly of it was water retention and so on and so forth. But that's what I've noticed too. A lot of people, a lot of men and women, they'll stack, this and stack that. They're stacking 2 or 3 things on, gear usage. And how do you know what the fuck is working for you? How do you know how do you know which one's working if you're stacking so fucking much? You might just fucking take tests and be a hyper responder to test and fucking get a shit ton of gains out of fucking just using test. Or you might just use fucking Deca by itself and be a fucking hyper responder and fucking blow the fuck up on it. Or whatever, whichever one, just and use one and be a hyper responder to it and blow the fuck up on just using one. So, and then using the high fucking dosages of fucking gear. I mean, I'm like, damn, that's fucking high dosage. But you all do you, and I'll do me. I'll keep on being natty and see how far I can go natty. And that's all it is to it. I'm about 4 years, and just me rating my physique myself, being natural, I'm gonna rate myself a 10. Being natural. That's me. Other people might think otherwise, but I think I'm a 10. For my age, my weight, my height. So there you are. 18 minutes into a video. I told y'all last week to go visit. You want to see more of me in the Raw and Uncut truth? Go over and visit my YouTube channel, my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the bell, and get notified every time I post a video. Or go like and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you'll see me over there as well. But guys, get your ass in the gym, be consistent, be dedicated, have that discipline, and work hard, and let's get them gains. And I'll see y'all.